Hello everyone, this is Dilip and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be building a lab bench power supply using an SMPS which I took out of an old PC. You will find the list of components in the description. So here is the casing of the SMPS. I've taken the internals out and cleaned the ears of dust in it. I'll get the following power outputs from this system. A 3.3 volt at 25 amperes, 5 volt at 32 amperes, 12 volt at 17 amperes and a minus 12 volt output. Here you will get a clear view of the holes that I have made. Also, for appearance, I am wrapping the case in vinyl. This is truly optional and up to you to decide. As you can see, I am cutting the vinyl to the size of the front panel. I am marking the points and cutting the sheet out. I found these vinyls in an automobile stickering art shop near my house and it came pretty cheap. Now sticking the vinyl is really messy business and I almost failed in my first attempt. And the second attempt. And the third. You get the point, right? Now once you have got it sticking, you can basically cut out these holes that are the vents for the air to pass through when the fan is operational. So you can basically make cuts from the inner side of the casing and pop out those vinyl pieces out of those markings. Fold the sides and cut off the edges and you will get a good looking front panel. I also cut off the vinyl in the slots to allow for cooling. Here you can see that I have installed the switches, the mains, on and off switch, the jumper connections, I've also provided holes for putting the LEDs. I also coated the upper casing with vinyl and made the slots for the air to pass through. Now it's time we put the internals back, starting with the cooling fan. And the main board itself. Make sure you tighten the screws. Here is a schematic of the connections that you have to make. I'll add a link to it in the description. You can see that I've cut the output wires and joined the same colored ones together. The black one is a common negative. The orange one is the 3.3 volt output. The reds are the 5 volt. The yellow is the 12 volt output. And we have this blue wire that is a minus 12 volt output, the negative 12 volt. We also have this purple wire, which is the standby wire. To this wire we will connect the LED, the standby LED that comes on when we turn on the mains. The green wire goes to the on off switch. So the circuitry gets on when when we short the green wire and the black wire. As you can see, I have connected the 10 watt dummy load resistance across one of the 5 volt lines and the neutral. This resistance is to avoid a no load condition. Since it could get heated, I think the heat sink would be a good place to stick it to. Next, I soldered the output wires to the respective terminals. Let's fast forward it a bit here. I connected one of the LEDs to the standby wire. This will turn on when we turn on the mains. I connected the second one to one of the red wires. I also connected a 220 ohm resistor in series with each of these LEDs. The resistances and the connections are protected using insulation. Heat shrink would be nice for this. Now it's time to connect the on-off toggle switch. The circuits is turned on when you short the green wire and the black one. You can connect one of the black wires to this and the green wire to the two terminals of the toggle switch, and bingo, you have an on-off switch here. Protect the connections using insulation. Coming towards the end, let us connect the mains input through the mains switch. We will connect the phase through the mains switch here. And then going to the circuit board. Again, using insulation would be advised. We will now fix the LEDs to the case using hot glue. Now that all connections are done, close the lid and tighten the screws. Nice and easy. Supply connections are done and it's a moment of truth. Ta-da! Turn on the toggle switch and yay, I hear the fan working. Now let's check the the voltage just from the different terminals. 3.5 volt, 3.46, close. 5 volt, again close enough. The 12 volt terminal and the minus 12 volt. The outputs are satisfactory. So that was how I built my own lab bench power supply. I have been using this on my projects for about a month now. I'll modify it to give variable outputs in a future video. Till then, thanks for watching.